everybody, welcome to the MaffmanJones movie channel. I'm your host John Maffio, and today's featured movie comes from A24. It's another horror flick called It Comes at Night. It's directed by Trey Edward Schultz and it stars Joel Edgerton. The movie is about this family of three who basically trap themselves in a home, their home, from something unknown that's been happening in the world. It could be sickness, could be zombies, could be an alien invasion, it could be just a bunch of hillbillies who have gone crazy, or hipsters who are just wanting to make the world right again. Could be anything. Will they survive? Before I say anything else, this has nothing to do with whether or not I like the movie, but don't go into this film thinking that something comes at night, because nothing comes at all, really. It feels like that title is more of a way to get audiences in and just be like, ooh, well, what comes? What could it be? But that's not what the movie is about. It's more about the emotional turmoil that goes on with a family, the paranoia that experienced when a family doesn't know what's going on out there and they're basically confined to this house with just each other. And it could be just them going crazy, it could be something really out there that's just tearing them apart. But that's for the movie is basically just about the emotional paranoia, which I really liked. I just don't like that the movie has like a really baity title. The acting and the directing are the strongest aspects of this film. Joel Edgerton and the rest of his surrounding acting mates are really, really good. Joel Edgerton especially, though, he's a great actor. He has solidified himself as one of the most adept actors working today. And he really carries this role as this father who has to do what he has to do in order to have his whole family survive, because they're fighting something that they don't know much about. It's the fear of the unknown, but he's trying to do his damn bestest. That's not a word, but you know, his damn best to keep everybody alive. And it's not always the right ways, but it's what he believes is right. The other family that's in this movie is also really good. They do a good job in a numerous amount of ways, including having positive chemistry with the main family, but also having a side where you maybe don't trust them a little bit because you never really get the full story from these characters or anybody. So you could have this moment of distrust where maybe they aren't the good guys either. But there's a lot of ambiguity in this movie throughout, and it also makes the tension that much more palpable because you don't quite know what's going to happen next. The directing by Trey Edward Schultz is also very strong, as I mentioned before, with the acting. You really feel the tension all the way through because of the way the film is composed and the way the direction goes. The direction may not be very satisfying for all audiences, but in my opinion, it really got stronger as the film progressed, and by the end, I felt emotionally heavy. Just completely. I feel like there was like a 1,000-pound weight on my shoulders, and I couldn't get it off for about 2 or 3 hours after the movie was over. I felt dirty. But I really enjoyed the spontaneous nature of how human nature could be really evil, even if it's not intentionally evil. And I really liked the approach the story had. I enjoyed it very much so. There's also a numerous amount of creepy imagery in this film, even though contextually it's not coming from a place of reality, so to speak. Not gonna say what I mean by that until you see the movie, so you can figure it out for yourself. But like, out of context, on their own, those images are images that are going to stick in my head for a very long time. Really creepy. Sunny has returned. A24 is one of the best studios out there making independent films that kick ass, and they're still doing it in my opinion. It Comes at Night was a really heavy, extremely heavy, but very satisfying experience in my opinion. I enjoyed it for what it was, but if you go in with different expectations for what may be happening because of the title or what you've seen in trailers, just clear your mind then of those specific horror-themed expectations, because otherwise, if you don't, you may walk out disappointed. Overall though, It Comes at Night is a very tension-filled thriller that has really great acting, a really intriguing and engaging direction in my opinion, and leaves you with your mouth wide open by the end of it. It wasn't what I expected at all, but in a good, positive way. I don't know if I would ever watch it again, but it's a film that I would recommend if you're a horror fan. Just don't go in expecting a straight up supernatural horror movie. Or if you're just a fan of thrillers, just be prepared for the heaviness, because you may watch this movie and end up feeling like a piece of shit by the end of it. I'm going to give It Comes at Night a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's a darn good Applebee's meal. Now I want to know from you guys, what do you think of It Comes at Night? If you've seen it, let me know in the comments down below. What's your favorite A24 release in the thriller genre so far? Do you like this compared to The Witch, say, for example? If you enjoyed this review, please like, please subscribe if you haven't already, and check out the rest of my social medias down below. I'm John Maffio, aka MaffmanJones, and I'll see you guys next time. It comes. At night. At night. It comes at night.